Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Ari here, and welcome back to another video. We are entering the fourth quarter of the year, or as a lot of us e-commerce people like to call it, Q4. Now, if you've never experienced a Q4 in your life, let me show you basically what it looks like.
Crowds inside this Walmart in Houston, Texas, literally throwing themselves on top of discounted TVs.
You may think that's an over-exaggeration, but it really isn't. Every single year in the past, the fourth quarter of the year brings in basically the same amount of sales as the whole rest of the year, which is pretty insane to think about. And if you haven't been in a coma all of 2020, you probably know that we went through a huge pandemic and everybody is itching to buy things online. In fact, this is a record-breaking year for the e-commerce world when it comes to sales. So if you are interested in starting your e-commerce business, taking a piece of that huge e-commerce sales pie is going to be easier than ever during this fourth quarter. So today what I wanted to do is bring to you 10 product ideas for a potential Shopify dropshipping store. If you don't know what Shopify dropshipping is, well, Shopify is just the biggest e-commerce platform out there. It's extremely intuitive and very easy to set up. And dropshipping is a method of selling products directly to your customer without having to hold any inventory yourself. Now, you may think, oh, well, that sounds really ideal. And yes, it really is, especially for small business owners. This means that you don't have to buy inventory up front. So the bulk of your cost is going to come from marketing, which is nice because then you can quickly grow and scale your business. All of the products that I'm going to be showing you today have proven to have a demand because they are all being sold by many different stores across the internet. However, that doesn't mean that you can't also sell them. In fact, we'll be able to analyze together sort of how you could beat the competition and think a little bit outside the box and do something slightly different to sort of create your own market and build your own brand. And of course, the purpose of this video at the end of the day is to give you ideas for product. It's not to be taken super literal. I'm not saying that you have to sell these products, but through these products, maybe you'll be able to get other product ideas for a potential dropshipping brand that you could start. I mean, it's no secret that it's gonna be a record-breaking year for a lot of us, and I'm definitely gonna be capitalizing on that sweet pie. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time and let's just dive right into the video. All right, so this first product that I want to look at is this fairy light tree lamp. Now, this is a great product because it sort of resembles the Christmas season, which is the season that is coming up. Now, this product would work absolutely perfect as a gift, and of course, it would appeal greatly to home decor people. I mean, I wouldn't buy this myself, but I know of many people that absolutely love decorating their homes with these sorts of unique items, and those are the exact people that you could target with your store. Now, as you can see, this simple video is from July 16th, and it already has 4.7 thousand comments and 29,000 likes. And if that's not huge demand, then I don't know what is. Now, your competitor here is gonna be selling this for $34.99. I'm sure there are other potential products that you could sell that are also similar to this. That's a pretty decent price, and of course they're listing it as 50% off. I don't think you necessarily have to do that, but people seem to be absolutely loving this product, so I do think that it's a great one that you could potentially sell. If we look up on AliExpress, fairy light tree lamp, it actually comes up with a ton of different products within this niche. And then if we go to ship from and we go to United States to make sure that we have some fast shipping for our customers right from the beginning, we can find one right here, right away. So this would be a great way to make sure that you're satisfying your customers to the fullest degree this holiday season. It's very important that you try to secure fast shipping right away for your customers because people are likely to be buying things as gifts. So that means that there is a huge time constraint and they really need the products right now. So that is the exact reason why you would want to start with a US supplier. However, the most convenient way to actually create your dropshipping brand is by working directly with a sourcing and fulfillment partner, whether in China or in the United States. The cheapest and probably most effective option is through China. This is what I've done for my dropshipping brands. And if you are interested in some of my own personal sourcing agent resources that I've gathered over the years, then check out the Netsphere community. It's the first link in the description. Now, this next product is these sandals that I've been seeing a lot lately. And as you can see, huge demand, 7.2 thousand likes on this particular video right here alone. And as you can see, it's nothing nothing too crazy. It's just these sandals that are extremely comfortable and non-slip. I wear sandals all the time, and I could definitely see myself buying something like this, but as you can see, they're definitely trying to appeal more towards women, so that's probably sort of the angle that you should take as well. However, you could get creative and target guys as well. Like I said, I wear them and I'm not a girl, okay? So yeah, I would buy these, especially if they were at an affordable price point, which they are. As you can see, this site is selling them for $28.99, and they have a ton of different sizes. I honestly do not like their store. I'm really sorry if this is your store, but I really think you could do a little bit better when it comes to the design. So that's that. I really like that product. I think it has a lot of potential. It's a really comfy product, and even though these two products that I've shown so far don't really solve a huge problem, and that is a sort of criteria that I try to stick to, they have a wow factor, they have a lot of demand, and they are unique. You would not be able to find these products at any store, which is probably the biggest reason why someone's gonna buy this online on your store, because it's not easily available to them. Now, this next product was actually intended for Halloween, but they also have some Christmas graphics, which is why I actually wanted to show it to you. It's basically a holographic projector, which is super cool and is basically categorized under the home decor niche, because this is something that you would put in your yard. Now, I'm not sure if this is something you should sell to the rest of the world. I would probably just stick to the US, because the US goes really hard at decorating their home. Let me know where you're from in the comments, and let me know if people in your local area go really hard at decorating their homes. But I know where I'm from in Minnesota, people go absolutely crazy decorating their homes, so they would definitely be interested in a product like this. Now, like I just said, they are aiming this product towards Halloween, which is probably a little too late. I would not really advertise this as a Halloween product, but for Christmas, that's a different story. We still have a decent amount of time for Christmas, so there is enough time for people to get this product and enjoy it. So I really think that this is a great potential product. And as you can see, they're selling it for almost $60, which probably gives you a decent profit margin for you to scale in. So I would suggest that you try to look for higher margin products. It does help with your marketing. It's not absolutely necessary, but it does help. Now, this next product is a little different. This is not really a dropshipping product from what I can see. It may be, actually, I'm not really sure. But as you can see, it's basically just a really clean and elegant like wine glassware set. Now, this isn't your traditional product, but as you can see, it has 6.4 thousand likes on Facebook, so that definitely means that there's huge demand behind it. And if we look at the store that's selling it, they are selling it for $69 for this whole set, which is kind of expensive in my opinion, but look at what you're getting. This looks super elegant, and people just absolutely love this sort of stuff, especially for the holidays, because in the holidays, people tend to bring people over to their homes and have big gatherings with their family and friends, so they definitely want to impress people, and that is actually a big marketing angle that you can take with basically all of these products, because when you have people over to your home, you definitely want to impress them, and a great way to do that is to have a really fancy set of glassware, and that is exactly what this store right here is doing. Now, this product probably has a little bit higher barrier to entry as it is glass, so it could get broken in transit, but sell it at your own risk, and I'm sure that would deter a lot of competitors from even selling it at all, which means that competition is not going to be as rampant as some of these other products that are a lot easier to sell logistically. Now, this next product is pretty cute. It's a little baby nail trimmer. Now, I don't have a baby. I've never had a baby, but I have a cat, and a cat is kind of like a baby, not gonna lie. And honestly, it's really difficult to trim their nails, so I can only imagine how much harder it is for an actual baby. So I definitely see how this product would be extremely helpful for a parent that is always rushing, always on a time constraint, and doesn't want to hurt their baby on accident trimming their nails. So this is an absolute banger of a product in my opinion. I really love it. I think it solves a big problem for potential parents, and it has a really healthy margin. This competitor is selling it for $34.99, so I definitely would suggest that you at least give it a try. I think it's a really good potential product. I think you could build a nice dropshipping brand around it, and maybe even look for other products in that niche. The baby niche is huge. There's always people being born. The world is definitely not lacking any new babies, especially after this pandemic, let's be honest. So it's definitely going to be a fast growing market, and you could definitely capitalize on it by selling a really nice product like the one I just showed you. Now, next is this skeleton watch. Now, the watch niche is of course a bit saturated in the eyes of most people, but the thing about watches is that they are absolutely great gifts. So if you can come up with unique offers or unique designs like this person has done, time, it might not be as hard as you think to sell a watch. I mean, this is actually an extremely simple ad. You can literally just buy a watch, put it on your wrist, record a quick video on your phone just like this, and run it on Facebook ads. This is what this person did, and as you can see, it has 4.2 thousand likes, so there's a big demand. People are absolutely loving it, and come this holiday season, people are going to be eager to gift their loved ones a cool watch like this, especially if you can give it to them at a reasonable price. So don't neglect the watch niche. I mean, Movement Watches was kind of the first mover when it comes to dropshipping watches, and they turned it into a crazy brand that eventually sold for 9 figures. They literally sold for $100 million. So if that's not enough inspiration to get you to start your store, even if it is in the watch niche, then I don't know what is. I mean, that definitely motivates me to create a big brand. And even if you do have to start with the dropshipping business model to create your brand because you don't have the funds to just go all in on a team and like to invest in inventory and all that, that's fine. Don't let anybody tell you that that's wrong. There's unethical businesses everywhere, even real brands that perform unethical business practices. So it's really up to you to make an ethical business. It's really not about how you're shipping your products. So make sure that you're being responsible and that you have your moral compass dialed in, because unfortunately learning the skill of Facebook ads and paid marketing lends itself to a lot of unethical behavior by a lot of different companies. So please don't be one of those companies. I would like to see every single one of you create amazing, valuable businesses that provide value for the world. I don't mean to get preachy, but it's just something that I really believe in. So I hope you understand. Now, this next product is pretty cool. It's this little toothpick ejector. Now, this sounds kind of like a gimmicky product, I'm not gonna lie, but there is huge demand behind it. I mean, 2.9 thousand likes. Let's take a look. Now, this video, I mean, as you can see, is not that incredible. I really don't even like that font that they're using. It's not very fun, but it's pretty dynamic, and this product does seem pretty cool. I mean, you can just quickly get a toothpick. This is perfect for gatherings, as I said, and during the holiday season, people are gonna be gathering more than ever before. Even with the pandemic, I still guarantee that people are gonna be meeting up. And as you can see, this competitor is selling it for $16, which is kind of expensive, but given the nature of the product and how unique it is, people are gonna be willing to pay that. Now, it's kind of surprising that they are able to sell it so well, because just like some of the earlier stores that we've been looking at, I'm not a big fan of this design. I definitely know that these people have not studied any sort of brand design, but that's okay, because it's really encouraging to see that even not the most professional videos and not the most professional websites are still able to succeed regardless of just like the skeleton that they build their stores upon. At the end of the day, a cool product sort of sells itself. So if you have any sort of design skills or editing skills, then you should definitely start your online business as soon as possible, because you're gonna have a huge competitive advantage. Now, this next product is super cool. I really love it. It's this glowing light that you can use for reading at night. In previous years, I may have not seen the value in this, but honestly, at nighttime is when I find I have the most time to read. So sometimes it is inconvenient, you know, if my girlfriend's like trying to go to bed and I'm still kind of in this reading mode. You know, I don't want to keep her awake, obviously, but I still want to read. This would be a really clever solution. So I actually think this is a great product. Even though it is a little bit gimmicky, it's pretty cool. And as you can see, there's 8,100 likes on it, which means there's a lot of people that feel the same way. And this store is selling this for $24.99. I think that's super reasonable. I would buy this right now, honestly, if I wasn't making this video right now. Yeah, there's huge demand behind it, and I could definitely see people gifting this to their loved ones, especially if they have a passion for reading, which you can target with Facebook ads. I'll leave a link in the description of a full Facebook ad launch tutorial that you can utilize for your business, whatever business you're in. I made it like 3 months ago, and this video has sort of blown up because I made it as simple to understand as possible and applicable to, like I said, basically any sort of online brand. So make sure you check that out. Now, this next product is just these watercolor pens. I've been seeing a lot of variations of this product, and I think this is a huge one. It sort of falls under like the toys and or DIY crafting niche, which is an absolutely huge niche. I mean, people love this sort of stuff, especially nowadays when people are more stressed out than ever. You know, creating art like this is super therapeutic. It's really relaxing, and it makes for an absolutely great gift. As you can see, this store right here is selling these for $24.99. It's just this like 24 pack of pens, which sounds pretty simple, but with a really nice video ad, they're easily able to sell this, even though, you know, this isn't the most appealing landing page ever. I mean, this is like so many paragraphs. Who would want to read all this? But nevertheless, they're still able to make it work somehow. So don't underestimate the crafts niche. These people are absolutely crushing it, and you could be one of those people as well. Now, this last and final product that I want to show you is this comforter. Now, this looks super fancy. So of course, make sure that whatever supplier you find is actually able to get you like a really nice quality Egyptian cotton set. But I'm sure there are tons of suppliers that actually sell this sort of stuff, and comforters and like rugs and all those sorts of things are niches that are typically untapped. Like nobody thinks of that, but pillows and all those sorts of things like are huge niches, and people will pay lots of money for their sleep and comfort. So don't forget that, and don't neglect these niches that people are not necessarily looking at right away. Everybody's diving into the beauty niche, the clothing niche, but there are niches like this that are more untapped that still have huge potential. I mean, they're selling this for like $200, which is pretty unbelievable. So I think that was 10 products. I like making these sorts of videos every once in a while. Some people get mad at me because they don't want me to reveal their products, and this is why I don't make these all the time. I'm trying to get your brain juices flowing and give you ideas for potential products to sell, but I don't want to throw people under the bus. But mimic is the most sincere form of flattery, so honestly, take it as a compliment if people are copying your stuff. But with that said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope that you get some amazing ideas for a Shopify dropshipping business to start this holiday season. If you're not taking advantage of this holiday season, then you're really gonna be missing out. So start your brand today. And if you want to be a part of my private community where I do live Q&As and where I post long form Shopify content, make sure you check out the Netsuite community. It's the first link in the description, and people in the community are amazing. I literally feel like it's a family, so you might as well try it out. But with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.